When it comes to getting things done and productivity, you're one of three persons. You start your day looking like this and end your day with the same face. Or you start your day like this one, but you end your day like this. Or you start your day like this and end your day with the same face. As a well being coach, I see the first two persons a lot. That third person is rare. So, which one are you? Mental well being is an important area of your well being, and learning how to increase your productivity is one of the tools you can use to enhance your mental health and therefore your life. Today's video is about the 5 lessons I had from the book Getting Things Done, GTD by David Allen, a powerful methodology that you can start using today to get things done, increase your productivity, and improve your mental well being. It's really the art of stress free productivity, as the subtitle says. First, I will talk about how to use this book the right way. If you've read it before, just check that section. And of course, you're welcome to join us afterwards, where we'll talk about how to track your progress with a free GTD tool, then the 5 stages of controlling your life, then the 6 perspective altitudes to organize your life, and finally, how to plan any project in minutes rather than weeks. If you're new here, this is WellBeing Toolkit, where I provide you with all the tools you need to integrate and upgrade your life. So, lots of interesting topics to help you upgrade your life as a whole, not focusing on one piece and let the others fall apart. If you're interested and have one more spot in your following and subscription list, click the subscribe button now. You can use the timestamps below to jump to a certain part if you'd like, or go through it all. Either way, grab your note and play along with me. So, how to use this book. First, Getting Things Done or GTD is a methodology. It's a product. So, like any product, what comes with it is a manual, not a book. Same here. It's a manual for the GTD or Getting Things Done methodology, teaching you how to use it right. So, it's not meant to be read cover to cover. You read or listen to a chapter, apply it till you feel satisfied, then and only then you can move to the next chapter. When you finish it all, keep it and refer to the parts you think you'll need help with in the future. Aside from the book and its audio version, you can use the seminar recording they have on their website. Very interactive, and it's the whole thing too, like the book. And this is what I used actually, not the book, and I still listen to this recording once a year as a refresher. Moving on to the assessment. You can't improve something without measuring it. And you can do that using the GTD quiz link in the description below. You answer a few questions upon which you're going to be in one of 4 quadrants as shown here to give you an idea about the level of control and perspective you have. This level will change when your answers change according to your level of productivity and mastering getting things done recommendations. You can take that assessment monthly or whenever you feel you want to assess yourself. Moving to how to control your life. It's a 5-stage system, and you can taste what it feels like now. If you're willing to play with me, grab a pen and paper or open a notepad and follow along. 1. Capture. You should capture any information that comes your way. So now, write down a couple of things you need to do, read, buy, call, send, etc. For time purposes, I have to move on, so you can pause the video if you need. 2. Process. Here you go over what you captured and process it to better organize it. Go to the top 3 ones and ask the following questions to each one. What is it? This is to have more understanding about the task. Then, is it actionable? Will you do something about it or simply delete it, archive it, or delegate it? Since you came up with them, I'm sure they are actionable. Then, does that task have a bigger outcome that will have other tasks to it? If so, it's a project. If not, then it's one task. David Allen's definition to a project is what has more than one action related to it. So if you're just going to call your dad wishing him happy birthday, then that's a task. But if you're going to do that as part of throwing him a birthday party in which you'll buy him a gift, then these are 2 tasks for a project, Dad's birthday. And finally, you need to know where the best context for you would be to do those things. An example would be it'll be the phone to call someone, the supermarket to buy milk, the office to talk to your boss, or the laptop to email the presentation, etc. Done? Now, moving to stage 3, which is organize. Here you put the task in the appropriate list or context. Basic ones are laptop, phone, office, home, errands, and projects. You can create them now using different paper or notepad for each and play with what you came up with from before. If you have calling task, put it in the phone paper or notepad. If you have buy milk, put it in errands. If you have meet with boss, you can put it in office or in laptop if you're meeting him virtually, or in phone if you have the application and you'll do it there. Just pick one. Same for projects list. Fill it with any project you came up with. Now that you have everything organized in the best list possible, step 4 is to review these lists occasionally to update them. Best practice is the weekly review. Here you move away from the doer you are all the week to be the CEO of your life, and you check projects mainly, what's on track, what's behind, and what to do next. It's all about planning here. After that, you go to stage 5, which is doing. And one of the best lessons from this book is how to choose when doing. David Allen recommends that you check the context first. If you're at office, then you can do home things. Then you check time available. Having 2 hours is different from having just 2 minutes. Then you check your energy level. Being energetic is different from being tired. Each requires different tasks to work on. Then finally, if you have all the above available, your final check is to identify what will give you more value when completed. And this is how you get more done, just by applying these control or mastering workflow stages. But just covering the control aspect is not ideal since your life is meant to be integrated. So you'll need the second aspect, which is perspective. David Allen gives 6 perspective altitudes to identify and use as guidance. The first is the runway. This is your daily tasks and activities. This is what we just covered above. Then you have the 10,000 feet, which is your projects. This is the core of your weekly review. Then you have the 20,000 feet, which is your areas of focus. This is your job description and your personal life values. Example is health, finance, relationships, staffing, hiring, auditing, and development. Then you have the 30,000 feet, which is your short-term goals, the ones ending within 1 to 2 years. Then 40,000 feet, which is your long-term goals, the ones ending within 5 to 10 years. Then 50,000 feet, which is the purpose of your whole life. Why are you here? Mine is empowering individuals to achieve what they want in life. Play with it yourself for now. It doesn't have to be concrete. Brainstorm your areas of focus, your goals, and life's purpose for 5 minutes and revise later. The final lesson here is how to plan any project within minutes. Think of any project you like to plan and let's do it together. First, identify purpose and principles. So answer these questions. Why you're doing this project? This is the purpose one. Then, what would increase the success of this project? Like keeping it under budget, upload a video or a blog weekly, engage with comments within 48 hours, etc. And what would decrease the success of this project? Like going over budget, missing 2 weeks in a row when uploading, bad quality, etc. These ones are for the principles you need to have for any project to keep it successful. Second is to identify outcome and wild success. What is the outcome of your project? If you could travel in time to after it's done and completed, what do you see happened when you look back? For the wild success, if you can imagine your project being mentioned in Forbes magazine, can you say what that article will say about your project? Next is to brainstorm relevant ideas. Come up with as many ideas as possible for this project. Great. Now let's organize either by sequence or priority. When you finish that, you need to identify the next action or actions you must do to keep this project moving. Those next actions are a phone call, an email, a meeting, a draft to write, a gear to buy, etc. Once you identify those, put them in the context lists we created earlier. Great. Now organizing is done and what's left is doing and achieving results. I hope you got value out of this. I recommend you have the Getting Things Done book by David Allen and have it as a reference. Or if you'd like to have that audio seminar from their website. Both are great resources to increase your productivity. If you like this video, remember to subscribe and tell others about it to share the benefit and make our lives easier. Remember that on the other side of your email is another person, and trust me, you will want him to be productive and get back to you without you wasting your time reminding him and not doing other important things. So, subscribe and share this video with your friends today. Till next time, apply, achieve, integrate, and upgrade your life.